Hello, this is Hbomb Friends 45. I'm Harold the Hbomb Price, and not joining me this week is the man I named my co-host last week, who had been on for like the past 2-3 months straight, Adam. Apparently he had something come up. And also not here, someone who I had previously asked to come on, Philip Wesley. He had a last-minute concert interview pop up. So joining us for the third time and for the second time at last-minute notice, Tyler Treese.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help save the episode and be on here last minute. I always enjoy being on, Harold.
Awesome. Game Enthusiast Lost is our game.
Yep.
So Tyler, what's up?
What's up? I know you do this every episode, but I'm never prepared for it. It always takes me by surprise. Like, I know it's coming, but it's always like, oh man, that just happened.
So,
well, you know what's up? I've been playing some video games, Harold.
Video games. Well, that's good.
Video
That's
games.
what we talk about on this show.
Yeah, it's like Pac-Man and stuff. Video games.
Pac-Man fever.
Yeah, I've had Pac-Man fever. I've had like Dig Dug fever or whatever the Dig Dug song was. And just
And
jamming.
the outro of last week's episode.
Yeah, I saw you use that. That's a great song right there.
Yeah, the original Chubby Checker recording.
Yes. Yes.
That Atari wound up not using.
I mean, it's a shame that they didn't use it because it's actually like.
Yeah, I
quite
mean they
the
used the
rockin'
song, they just didn't use that version.
Like I would
Then
like to see that. If they make another Rock Band game, that should be in it. Like for real, man.
I don't think so unless they get Chubby Checker to record it, because I mean that was just found out on audio cassette. There are no masters.
I mean he's dead, isn't he?
I don't think so.
I feel like really bad being like, oh, he's dead.
Wikipedia, the Schrodinger's cat of the internet.
Well, hopefully he's alive. I don't know why I thought he was dead, but I just assume everybody's dead, so that way I'm not sad.
Wikipedia! Okay, while I find out whether Chubby Checker is dead or alive, what have you been playing?
Well, I played Hyperdimension Neptunia PP. That sounds wrong. PP stands for Producing Perfection, and nothing sexual, despite that game being filled with a bunch of like really juvenile, like weird sex humor. But like this game actually has less of it than the proper RPGs, which I found pleasing because I've always liked some of the characters in those games. But like there would always be these awkward sexual like situations they would put the characters in, and that would just make me uncomfortable. But basically in this game it's kind of like an idol simulator where you're trying to build these girls up as like stars. So you're basically managing them. You play as their manager, and you have to make sure they train and do concerts and do publicity stuff. It's pretty interesting. There's not many songs to actually play. There's only 5 songs in the entire game, which is not many, and so it gets pretty repetitive quickly. But I mean, it's a solid rental if you like the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, or if you just feel like the series characters have some potential, like I do. Like I wouldn't say any of the RPGs are good games, but they're interesting at least. So I enjoyed that game a bit. Have you ever played any of those games, Harold? The Hyperdimension Neptunia?
Nope, never played any of those.
You're probably better off. They're pretty terrible. But a lot of like inside game humor jokes in it, which I kind of appreciate. Also played and reviewed Cubeman 2, which came out on the Wii U eShop. It's like a tower defense, real-time strategy hybrid game. I liked it a lot. The online play is really cool, and it kind of has like a Minecraft type aesthetic to it, where they're all like blocky looking. Like I actually have my Cuban look like Braveheart, which is really cool to me. But yeah, I think it's a really neat game. You can read my review over at 8worldnews.com. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. So I like that a lot. Topingo too,
We
or
both
Tapingo.
played those. Topingo.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I mean, I reviewed that game as well, but I have no clue how to say the name of it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the first one, and this is more of the same.
Yeah,
I haven't come across anything that is more than just more puzzles.
Yeah, there isn't anything new, which is
It's
kind of a
just new
shame.
puzzles.
Yeah, because it is like
Yeah.
Tapping Go 2. It's not like it sounds like a proper sequel, but there's no
It's
innovation.
not Super Topingo!
Yeah, so I mean, I kind of wish they would have just made it like Super Topingo instead of like 2, because 2 implies there's something like new going on, which there really isn't. I like that a lot too. I have a review up on.
I mean, that's fun. That kind of gets me through the periods where there's no when we're between Picross E games.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a fun little game to play when you have like 10 minutes or
Yeah.
while you're taking a poop.
Yeah.
Something to be said about games that are good while taking a poop.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's high praise I can give a game.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. By the way, Chubby Checker is still alive.
Oh, thank God! I thought maybe I killed
72.
somebody off there.
He is 72.
Okay, well I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad I was wrong. So thank you for the news. And then finally, I just started playing Tesla Grad for the Wii U today. That's to be out by the time this podcast is up. So well, I mean people are listening live. So it'll be up 2 days from now on the eShop. It's out on PC. It's been out on PC for a while. But that's like a puzzle platformer. It's pretty neat so far. I've only put like an hour or 2 into it, so I can't say too much about it. But I'll be reviewing that later this week. So that's all what I've been playing. What's up with you, Harold?
What's up? Well, if you're watching the video, you'll notice something. You'll notice something missing.
Did you get new glasses, Harold?
Well, according to Evan Wall, I lost weight. Yes, I lost weight. I lost some hair weight on my face. Yeah, I have some issues with my trimmer, so I wound up shaving the entire goatee off.
I honestly did not recognize you at first, Harold.
Yeah.
You look like a...
If you want a way to just get your friends on Facebook to get Facebook to just blow up, go clean shaven, and then post a picture on Facebook.
You look so young, Harold. You look like you're 19.
No, 19. Okay, so we mentioned Topingo 2. Still playing Rogue Legacy. Have you gotten into that at all?
I always see the mentions on the PlayStation Friends that you're always playing it. How is it?
It is addictive. It is like crack. I mean, it's one of those things. It's over so quickly, and you start back up so quickly. Just trying to get a little bit further, get some more money so you can power up and take on some bosses. and it's just become my #1 time killer. Notice what's not on my list.
Rock Band Blitz?
Yeah. Have not been playing any Rock Band Blitz.
I think that's the first time I've done a podcast.
Yeah. I kind of got
I've done a podcast with you where that hasn't been on the list.
Well, I've kind of hit a point with Rock Band Blitz, and it's actually the second time I've hit this point where I've played so many songs that they're about to reset my stars scores remain, but my stars will reset, and that's already happened to me once. So I've kind of found my new game in Rogue Legacy, which is nothing like Rock Band Blitz, but and also the Scratch That Music game itch. Centris. Talked about.
Okay, so I watched the Giant Bomb quick look of that,
Yeah, the
and
unfinished.
I have zero clue how that game plays. Like, that game made no sense to me. I was lost.
Who was that? That was Brad and Drew.
Brad and somebody. I think Brad and Drew.
Yeah. Actually, if you want a better view of what Centris is, IGN did a video. Samantha Coleman, the creator, with Greg Miller, and yeah, it helps to have the game's creator.
All right, I'll have to check that out because I watched that quick look and I had no clue.
Yeah,
like,
I couldn't get through it. But whereas the game, essentially, each of these blocks around the ring represent musical notes, and you got to match certain sections. If it's a white section, you got to fill that section exactly. If it's a colored section, you just have to get something of that color in it. You don't have to fill it up with that color. And you can make chords. You're making music as you go, solving these puzzles. And you gotta fill in the highlighted areas.
Yeah, it seems like super interesting.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's currently in early access. It's still pretty raw, particularly the menus. But I think the game mechanics are sound, and I can't wait to see more of it. As I said, look up both the gameplay video and the interview of Samantha Coleman with Greg Miller.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out because
on IGN.
Like, I don't. As interesting as it is, I don't think it's a game for me. Just because it seems a little too in depth for me. Where
I mean it's a little on the pricey side, especially for an early access game. But I am enjoying it, and yesterday when I was playing it, of course, Raptor sent a notice on Twitter, and then I got favorited by Samantha Coleman.
Oh, very, very cool. Very cool.
And then I made a remark. Yeah, she favors it, but all the times I play Rock Band Blitz, nothing from Harmonix. And then Harmonix favorited that.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, if Frank were here, he'd say Harmonix owes me a lot more than a favorite. So we don't really have a topic, so I'm going to introduce a new segment. How much do we care? So I'm gonna mention a news story or something and give a number 1 to 10 how much we care. Higher the better. Okay, first up, Destiny is out. 1.
Well, I think I would have to give that a 6. Like, I didn't buy the game. I'll probably end up getting it sometime. I'm just so swamped with other games to play right now where it doesn't make sense for me to buy that. But I'm interested in seeing what other people think about it, and even though I won't be playing it right now, I'm interested in seeing other people's thoughts. And it's such an interesting game, and Bungie's such a big studio where I want to see what they've been doing for the past I don't know 3 or 4 years. So I'm interested on that perspective for sure.
Yeah, it's just not my game. and Facebook's still blowing up over my clean-shaven picture.
like it seems like a little. I watched some footage of the beta and the alpha they did, and it seems like it has those MMO trappings. And I haven't been a huge MMO fan. Like doing like repetitive quests and stuff like that doesn't thrill
Yeah,
me
I
in a
never got
game.
into MMOs.
Like it's kind of like Borderlands. I had the same problem with where I just like couldn't get into it for that like amount of time because it just became kill blank here, do collect 5 items, and it's like just too repetitive where it doesn't draw me in. Uh, did I lose you, Harold? Did I lose connection? Oh, this is awkward. Ah. So apparently Harold's computer just rebooted spontaneously. So I guess I'm just talking to myself here. So this is the Tyler Treese minute here on the Hbomb Friends podcast until Harold gets back on. So I guess I have the floor to talk about whatever I want. So I guess I'll talk a little more about Destiny. As I was saying, like it has these MMO trappings where like they're instancing people and stuff like that, and that's really cool. But I mean, I haven't been a big MMO fan in the past, but I have the only MMO I've actually played is Final Fantasy 14. Played it on the PS4 just a couple months ago, and it's always strange that like as big of a gamer as I am, that I've never played an MMO. So I wanted to remedy that. So I tried out Final Fantasy 14. Um, Played it for about a month and a half. I didn't get too far into it. I just never compelled me. I don't know. Like from what I hear, that's a pretty good MMO. So oh, here comes Harold. So it looks like the Tyler Treese minute will be interrupted here, sadly. But thanks for anybody watching, because this is I'm sure riveting video right now. But what can you do? It says waiting for people to join this video call. So I'm not sure if Harold's getting set up or something. What's going on? Should be back here shortly. So just enjoying life here as we wait for Harold to get back. But guess I'll plug some stuff. Follow me on Twitter at Tyler Treese. Check out my website Mustache Gamers with an O. Just get to my Twitter page. It has like it links to my About Me page. That has all my links for all the websites I write for and all that fun stuff. I feel like a terrible person plugging during this break here, but I don't know what else to talk about. This is a very short noticed spot here. Hope to be on again soon on non-short notice capacity. Hopefully on the post TGS show I was talking to Harold about earlier. So hopefully I'll be on that. So yeah. Man, I'm just looking at my Vita. waiting for Harold to get on. I will say this. This device right here, PlayStation Vita, love it. Use this way more than probably any other system I have. A lot of it is like remote play stuff. I really enjoy remote play as a feature because I like to watch like a TV show and just have like that like in the background as background noise. Maybe marathon something I've already seen before and where I just need a few things and just be playing a game, like be it something like Persona 4 Golden, where I can just take my time in it, or something more high paced like a Spelunky. That's good for this short sessions. So I think the Vita is an awesome piece of hardware, and I feel like it kind of sucks that it gets a bad rep, but it's the internet. Really can't win some of these situations. But you know who can win? Denver Broncos. They won week 1, so I'm happy about that. I'm not the biggest football fan anymore, but still was happy for that. Yeah, I thought he'd join by now. So now we're talking NFL. Nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to hear me talk about football. My fantasy team lost. Adrian Peterson only got me 8 points. Let me down. I hope he cuts this from. I'm sure the audio will be cut from this. I really hope so. I hope this is only in the weird video section where you hear my ramblings on. I like pizza. like long walks on the park. I like romantic candlelight dinners. I like beards. I like mustaches. I like sports. I like mixed martial arts. Favorite fighter is probably Shogun Hua. He's the man. Jeez, just turning this into a about me segment. Gonna be reviewing. Oh, what is the game called? I believe Kickbeat. Beat Kick. I think it's Kickbeat. The Zen Studios game. It's like a music game where you fight Kickbeat. It's a Kickbeat like special edition that's coming to the Wii U. So I'll be reviewing that next week. That got a release date. I think it's $10 next week. It's also coming to PS4 and Xbox One, I believe. There's a little news there. Gonna be a Smash Brothers stream on Friday, which seems interesting that Nintendo Treehouse is doing. So that seems cool. I really enjoyed what I played at E3 of Smash Brothers. So I probably won't watch this stream because I've seen enough. Like, I'm buying the game. I almost imported a Japanese 3DS in the game, but I figured it wasn't worth like the $250 I was gonna spend. So I'm just gonna be Smashless for the month with the rest of everybody else.